Well, anyway, this is video 3, official one, which is 2B, the second one for the 16th of November 2016. Now, these aren't in order, but here I was lucky enough to win a share of the 1989 North Island Chess Cup, and that's that photo is taken in the Canterbury press, no, the Christchurch press, sorry. So anyway, that's that, and that would be 1989, a long time ago. Now we come to another picture. I'm a bit younger than that. This is about 1983. This is the South Island Champs in Christchurch as well. And here is what I'm sort of known for doing, is simultaneous chess in Cathedral Square. That was in the 90s, 91, 92. Here is what they called the game of my career, and that's against International Master, and so I had it framed because it was meant to be important. And it is a very, very good game. I'm going to go over that later on. Okay, then the next one is, this is at the Canterbury University Orientation Week, which I've never been a university student, but I got to partake with some video, some sort of footage there by helping them open their university for that year. And I think that was 1993. Okay, then this is a photo taken in Dunedin of New Zealand. This is one of the first simultaneous chess displays I played, and it's in Dunedin, of course, like I've said, Golden Centre, and it's taken from one of my favourite siblings who lives in Melbourne, but I'm not going to drop names. Okay, then I've got my chess books here. Now, there's no book I've read probably from cover to cover, except for some books which I'm going to show you now, and I haven't even read some of them cover to cover. But I like the book How to Cheat at Chess. I think I don't actually cheat at chess, but I have tried before, and it gets you nowhere if you're trying to cheat. Like, say for instance, you go, when I was 16 or 17, I went to the bookstore at one tournament I was in, and it was a Nimzo Indian or something like that, I'm not sure exactly what, and I followed the line to a T, but my opponent understood the line as well, and he wasn't looking at the paraphernalia at hand, which was a bit naughty, but it's a long time ago, so I can't be prosecuted for it now. But it taught me a valuable lesson, not to play one's game from your own memory or from what you play best. Don't try anything else. Now, some of my favourite books are this. Now, I had Chess for Tigers first edition, and I gave it to a very good chess friend. I got this one from a very, very lifetime long friend of mine, and I'm not going to drop names, from America. And he sent me this one, so I gave my first edition away. So that's a really powerful book, because this book, Chess for Tigers, has quite, and it's from Simon Webb, and this is the second edition, as I've mentioned, and I think it derives from England. And so this is a really good book because it talks about off-the-board play. As you can see, the animations are really, really fantastic, and you need to be ready for quick play, and it's got all sorts of hints. And are you ready? Are you ready to play chess? Because you need to have a good state of mind, and you need to eat food, and you need to drink while or during the game, and that sort of thing. You need to keep your fluids up, and you need to exercise, but you need sleep. And if you miss out on, and you need to know your health is okay. And so if you don't have this, and this is one of my favourite pictures, and I hope I'm not doing anything copyright here, but this is one of my favourite pictures, is clock control. I think it's just hilarious. So then you've got what to do in drawn positions is obviously not go to sleep. Then what else have we got? And then I'm wanting to get into some data chess, some of my chess games, and that's how to win one positions. Now, obviously, the Tiger has got a whole lot of big material advantage, and obviously it should be easy to win. But quite often you can have a really won position, and then you can either A, draw it, or B, lose it. And then fortune favours lucky. Now, chess is a wee bit lucky at times, but anyway, I'm not talking to, I'm talking to the converted probably. But this is a fantastic book, How to Trap Hair for Lumps. Now, I'm not actually sure how to do that, because if I've played a Grandmaster, or I've played a few Grandmasters in my time over the years, long time ago, and How to Catch Rabbits, which are, patzers or whatever you want to call them, but they can bite. Anyway, so this is one of my favourite books, and there's the person's name who gave it to me. Right, this is another book I really like. It's very, very good. So this is Chess for Tigers. Chess Tactics from Alexander Kotov. Now, the thing that I know that reminds me of a book that I really like from Kotov and Kerry's, where they analyse a position out, and they sort of do kind of a post-mortem of this position, and they say, well, who's winning? And then you go, white. And then they do a bit of analysis, a bit more deeper than before, and then they say, who's winning? Oh, black is. And then it keeps on going backwards and forwards. But this book has got some of the finest tactics that I'm going to share, and even if they're repeats for you, there's nothing wrong with going over old hat in chess, not in life, but in chess. There's nothing wrong with old hat, because it replenishes your viewpoints, which gives me to the next book, which is another one I really like. There's a lot in it. Nigel Short's Chess Skills. Now, Nigel Short needs no introductions to anyone that plays any sort of international chess or national chess or whatever. It doesn't matter where you're from. If you play chess, you know the name Grandmaster Nigel Short, being one of the top grandmasters of our time. And he sets out quite simple sort of ways to think about all sorts of things once or when you're playing a game of chess, depending on how serious you get, of course, with it. And don't rely on my coaching or whatever to make you good. I can only just give you what my knowledge, a little bit of a glimpse of my knowledge and that sort of thing. But this is a really good book, and it is a little bit sort of, some of it can be a little bit kind of, what would I say, outdated in part. One of my friends from Canterbury Chess, he said that Nigel Short says that this opening, the Benoni, is no good, and but now he said, because he called out, oh, what about the Benoni? And Nigel Short said, oh no, it's no good, but now he plays it. Okay, but anyway, that's 9 minutes.